Good afternoon, everybody. I am going to be sending this to you on email because I do not have Dabney's talent of editing video. It's been an absolutely beautiful weekend up here as we look forward to starting hurricane season in Florida in a couple of days. It just couldn't be prettier here. I doubt you can see this very clearly, but something super cool. As you know, this is Zeus's final resting place. And if you can see the indentations at all in the ground, it is because this is where the deer are sleeping. The deer come to rest under the shade of this tree, right by where Mr. Zeus was buried. Here's something that I had never seen before that grows here. That is a prickly pear, and our best guess about how that prickly pear found its way out here in the wilderness of East Alabama is probably from the Creek Indians, for whom we have named this camp, which is Meko, Suko, Ecocee, meaning home, chief's home of many deer. Here's Mr. Magnum getting into the picture. He's got lots of acres to run around in. And I know you usually see pictures of the inside of the cabin, and Dallas has never been here, so I wanted to show him some of the outside. This is a swing that Kevin made. This was his project for the weekend. He's always got a project when we're up here. And here you can see a little bit better the entry. This is actually called the Community of Great Hope, and our address is on Great Hope Road. And there's some very cool stories about how this land was given to freed slaves, and hence they had great hope. You can barely see it now because it's really overgrown. But when Kevin bought this place, that is an orchard. In fact, I think they were growing grapes in there. So for any of us wine connoisseurs, we could possibly grow our own grapes and make our own wine here. So we are almost down to the road, Great Hope Road, and Kevin's land goes quite a bit to the west of here, and he's got ideas about maybe making it a wedding venue, so I'll show you some of that. It's really beautiful. This was the old well, and we had a talk this morning about, to be truly sustainable here, we might want to dig deeper and see if we can hit water again. There's certainly plenty of sunlight here today, and a whole lot of land, although it's considered the sand hills. So it's very sandy. I'm not quite sure what all we could grow here. I'm going to try to zoom in here. I mentioned the property goes way to the west, and there's like a really big hill that Kevin is thinking about making it some kind of steps that the community could possibly use for church services or weddings, and I came up with a zip line idea. It's another big ancient tree that's been on this property for a long time. I don't know, everything about it here feels like it's just been here resting and waiting, and we are just very thankful. So speaking of things that will grow, these are wild raspberries, and they are all over the place around here. I was going to show you, there it is, an apple tree that we planted years ago, and it's just not doing very well because as soon as it even has the tiniest little apple, the deer eat it. So we planted it for the deer. We just can't get big apples to grow. So one more perspective on the back of the cabin. And if you look real closely, there's that swing back there in the shade. But I'll take you in, show you a little bit of the most recent improvements. But it's an incredible place. So it's not set up right now, but this is usually where he does target shooting. You can see lots of wood for the fireplace because it does get cold here. It does get cold. We do have freezes. Not as cold as Memphis. And very rarely do they have snow. But you'll have to come up here and do some target shooting. We're packing up to leave, so it's not really the best time to show off the place. But some of it's even closed down right now. We're able to completely open it up. And it's a pretty impressive layout. Gotta see. Magnum loves it.